Hey everybody, it's May from Black Mountain Plans, and tonight I am here to finally unveil all of the new releases and all kinds of changes. So if that seems interesting, I would suggest you get a very large drink and a big old snack, because this is probably going to be a very, very long video. So just stay tuned. Okay guys, so yeah, this is a monster of a release, and there are a lot of reasons and components and things that went into this and are behind why it will be delayed and staggered throughout the rest of the week to be released into the shop. If you want to know more information about that, then probably the plan with me from my Hobonichi that I'm going to film later this evening while this is uploading would be the video to tune into. I will really go into detail and show exactly what I'm talking about, but the release will begin first thing in the morning, and as I can get things into the shop, it will probably take all the way through the rest of the week. The reason being is there are 27 new plum paper planner kits, and they're in options for the 8.5 by 11, the 7 by 9, the A5. I revamped some kits. I did a lot. I have, I'm approaching 1 year in business. October 1st is my anniversary. I'm doing, I think, very well. This is what I do now full time. And I came into a bit of money a few months ago. I was lucky enough to become debt free, and so I figured I would invest in my business, and now I'm extremely nervous because I just don't know what you guys are going to think about the changes that I made. I'm not saying this to persuade anyone, but I put a lot of time, effort, and thought into everything that I'm about to show you, and I hope that my customers that have been faithful from the beginning, as well as my new customers I've been getting in the last few months, and anyone else watching the video, I hope that you guys like the changes that I made, okay? That being said, I don't see in my future for a while, a long while, adding any more planners, whether they be plum paper. I think I've got majority of them. But I just don't think I'm going to be adding any more options. I'm pretty much at what I would consider max capacity. I definitely am for the categories in the shop. Until I get my website open and stagger all the way down the way I want to, the categories to be able to find exactly what you need. I am literally pushing the breaking point in Etsy. I will not be able to add any more. So let's go ahead. This is the first time I've been super nervous since I started this channel and did my first plan with me. So let's go ahead and get started. The first kit is kit number 41, and it is called Sassy Ladybug. So I'm going to be showing you the plum paper weekly. Now the weekly kit does work for the vertical columns, the hourly columns, and the May layout. So this is the sampler sheet, and I really love these ladybugs. I think they're super cute. So this is your color palette, and this is the new sampler that I revamped just for the plum paper weekly. The EC vertical, the EC hourly, and the happy planner weekly vertical, they all stayed the same. This is the only sheet that did change in the plum paper weekly. So this is the sampler. Okay, so then here are your full boxes and your functional boxes. And someone told me to mention that these are sized very much like TPC. I'm not even sure what that stands for. Guys, I really try to stay away from other people's shops and try not to be influenced. I'm not sure what TPC is, what planner that stands for, but these are very much super square. You know what I mean? They go up, I believe it's 5 lines, and it's a perfect square. So I was told to mention that. Like I said, I'm saying it, but I really don't even know what it means. But these are sized very much according to like some other shops TPC boxes. I don't know. So anyway, you've got the cute the ladybugs, the little flower arrangements, a little bit of pattern paper here, and then this little grouping of the ladybugs with the heart and the flowers. I just think it's super cute. Okay, so then here are your labels and checklists. All right, and then here is your washi strip. So let's see if I can get it even closer. Can I? No. All right, so maybe I should bring it up. So you've got this really cute little ladybug look. You've got the yellow ladybugs, and then you got the ones like on the little blue wood. You got that real pretty pink patterned background that's basically right here, but it's just the flowers. And then you've got the smaller ladybugs looking right at you, and then two solid strips. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I had a phone call and it threw me out of this software. So let's look at all the add-ons. And when I say add-ons, got your drink near you, guys? Gonna need it. Gonna be here a minute. So, got a whole lot of add-ons. And y'all see what I mean? Alright, so, the blue in the kit is the main star of the show here. You have your EC vertical and hourly strips. You have your Happy Planner vertical strips. You have your brushstroke day headers, your plum paper strokes for the 7x9, and your individual headers. Okay, so those actually stayed the same in my add-ons. Then you have your thick washi. I think that's such a cute little background. I love it. Alright, so then here is your thin washi. And I love it because that's like a little blue faux wood. I think it's super cute. Okay, so then you have your two-tone scripts and your icons. That stayed the same. Alright, so here's where we start getting into some changes, my peoples. Sheet 8A is your EC vertical sidebar. So you get your habit tracker basically for Monday through Sunday is kind of like your weekly overview. You get an ombre checklist, you get your full box, and you get a habit tracker. You do still get some expense labels or bill due labels. You get the word this week to put into a label on the side of your sidebar. And then you get some pattern and solid labels. These are revamped for the sidebar elements because the pattern and solid boxes were really not selling a whole lot. So I figured I didn't like those arrows that were on the sidebar. I liked them when I designed them, but I found myself not using them. And you guys know my rule. If I won't use it, then don't sell it. So I took it off the sheet and I put some pattern and solid labels on here. So you get it like the best of everything. You know what I mean? Plus you have labels to be able to fill in your sidebar as you wish. So this is 8A, the EC vertical. So then this is the, this is 8B, which is the hourly, and it is sized at 1.6 wide for the EC hourly. Then we have the sidebar elements for the 7x9 plum sidebar. Okay, and is like this because that's the way it's printed in the planner, so that's why your sidebar elements look like that on this sheet, and I love it. And then here is your sidebar for the classic Happy Planner. Now the Happy Planner columns for the weekly part itself are at 1.5 wide. However, the sidebar is more 1.6. So it is the same sizing in this add-on right here at 1.6 for your sidebar. Okay, so then we have some Old Faithfuls here. We have our EC hourly, our EC vertical, and our plum paper hydrate and circle dots. Okay. And then now let's get into some new stuff. Add-on number 11 is what I call the wellness and fitness add-on. You get these little labels right here to like track your rings. You get some yoga or Pilates mats. You get some water checklists, and they're in the shape of the little water bottle. So, you know, you can see they're super little. Whoops. Guess this would be the one that I use. Where is Lucifer? I just stuck this little booger to my desk. Come here, baby doll. So you can see just how little this guy is. And this is for the 7x9. Okay, so let me stick him back on the sheet. I now have an exercise elliptical bike, so I put these in. You get little dumbbells for like workouts. You get this, the shoes for like your steps. You get a scale to track your weight, and you get like enough protein or protein bottle shakes for like AM shakes and PM shakes. And then these are strips for your like breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack. And so they should line up in your lines on your 7x9 planners. Okay, so this is the wellness and fitness add-on number 11. So then, of course, we have the glitter header still, which is add-on number 12. This was designed specifically to cover up the shading that is in the 7x9 May layout and the colorful and modern. And you can definitely use it in the vertical columns and the vertical hourly. It is sized for the plum columns, which most people say you can buy their plum paper kits and it will work. Plum paper's columns are not 1.5 wide. They are just a hair under. These are size 4. So I hate to say it, but my EC Vertical people, y'all gonna have to do what all the plum people had to do for a while. You're gonna have to center it and make it work. Because this is sized for the plum paper 7x9. Alright, so add-on number 13 is your little individual checklist. Let me get my little Lucifer here. You got your little individual checklist here. Okay, little circle dots in the middle. You got your wonky arrows in 2 different directions, and you have plenty of circle dots because we all know I'm a hoe for the circle dots. Okay, so then this is still here. You can still get this in removable matte or in clear, non-removable, and it is tons and tons of scripts that you could be able to use. Majority of them are 7 in length, so you got 7 vitamins today, top 3 steps, workout. You got plenty of scripts to help you make the distance for the week. You know what I mean? Instead of having to buy so many scripts extra. Okay? So then next is like, I like to track my weather. I like to track my vitamins. And it was suggested to give a mood tracker. So I did that. It's shaded in around it in the colors of the kit. This is for the weird sizing. When we get to the A5, this washi will actually fit in that weird area in the A5 weekly as a single line, not a double. But you get your highs and lows. You get some icons for the weather. There is no snow. There's no wind. There's no tornado. Nothing seasonal. You just get for rain, sun, partly sunny, cloudy. I guess that would be cloudy, partly cloudy, and then thunderstorms. Y'all know what I mean. Then you got enough vitamins here for your AM vitamins and your PM vitamins and your AM meds and your PM meds. And your dot circle, your dot markers should be able to shade in your little happy through sad face for you. No worries, because it's like a coloring book. I don't know if you can see that. You'll be able to dot it in for, you know, your mood that day. Okay, so next we're getting into, we have some hourly, daily hours and time. And these are to cover up that weird area I was talking about. I actually have one of my planners here. Let me go ahead and whip it out and show you guys what I'm talking about. Flip it right side up. Now, this is a 7x9 in my hand. They're a little bit larger for when we get to the large planner, but I'm going to show you where they go. So this is add-on number 16 in the 7x9. And let's grab a number 2. This would just cover up these numbers right here. And even the 7x9 will work. But if you want it just a little bit larger, then you would get it in the large add-ons. But the 7x9 works wonders as well. Okie dokie. So, that is that add-on, number 16. So then you have some times here to be able to go into the hourly daily. Let me get that. I'm sorry, I have a little booger right beside me. I don't know what I'm thinking. So you get these sheets right here. You get add-ons number 17 through 20. So number 20 is your on the hour. You see they're just the whole hour. Then, so that's number 20. Number 19 is quarter after the hour. Then number 18 is half past the hour. And then number 17 is quarter till. So it's the 45. So let me show you where these go in your daily. Now, like I said, I will have them sized for all 3 of your planners sizes. But I'm just going to whip one of these off real quick and show you in the large that this is where it's meant to go. And they are in black and white so that you can have plenty of these left over week after week. You don't waste them. They're not specifically colored to any kit. So these are a wonderful add-on, and so are the hourly daily ones for the little times. So that way it's perfect to be left over, and you can use it whenever you need to. Okay, you can use it kit after kit after kit. Alright, so those were those add-ons. Now, I'm thinking there's one more. Yeah, there's a couple more. Okay, so then you have your daily checklist, and these are long strips to go in the to-do sections of the hourly, daily, and the daily. So number 21 is the hourly daily, and number 22 is for the daily. Now, the trick is when you pull this little booger off and you stick it down on the bottom line, if it's not wanting to work, flip it and then it will work correctly. Okay? It's just a wonky area, and as many circles as I'm trying to get lined up for the line, I did get them right. It's just if you are starting to put it down, I started at the bottom line and went up. And if it's not centered in between the lines, take the sticker and flip it. Put the other side down at the bottom and you'll see that it lines up. Because I believe this one has 19 and this one has 16. You guys, they give you so many lines. So many lines. To me, it's personally intimidating, but yeah, that, you know, they got a lot of lines. So, okay, so the last add-on I want to show you in the 7x9 is my most favorite add-on that I designed. It is the decorative washi, and it is number 4 in the 7x9 add-ons. What I did, you guys, was I took the clip art, whoops, and I turned it into strips that are kiss cut all around the images to be your washi strips. Like here are the flowers. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're super, super cute. They're very detailed. They do take a while to cut, but as you can see, they come up off the page extremely nicely. I think these would be great for those who like to do journaling kits inside of their planner. I did not do the deco and journaling pages yet for this release because I am planning to revamp them in the next few weeks. So keep a lookout for those. But I did add these, and I think that they are gorgeous. They are sized in the 7x9. They are sized to 6.5. So they will cover the length of your page in your 7x9 planner across the top of your lines. And the large planner, they are sized to 7.55. So they will work in the 8.5x11, and in the A5, they are sized to 5.5. So depending on the planner that you use, in 8.5x11, a 7x9, or an A5, you may have to trim right on the edge. But I just think these are the most stinking adorable thing. I wanted something extremely unique and something that I knew nobody else had. Now, if someone has decorative washi, that's cool. But they don't have the exact same one because I literally picked and chose the clip art that I wanted to turn into a washi strip. So I literally know that no one else has that but me. And I think it's super, super neat. So those are your 7x9 add-ons. Alrighty, so let me move my candle. I don't want to set them on fire. So what we're going to look at next is the large add-ons. So they're basically going to be the same, but they're going to be for the large planners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the stack for the large and for the A5 in this first kit. And then I'm just going to show you the 7x9 add-ons because they're going to be the same. They're just, excuse me, for the 7x9, but they'll be the same for the large and the A5. So you have your two-tone scripts and labels, and icons. Then you have your thin washi, size for the lines. You have your thick washi. And what I did do was I added solid and solid and pattern labels for the large plum horizontal priorities because they really didn't have a whole lot of single line labels. So now you have some pattern double line and single line labels. And then I also added some more labels for the vertical priorities because that's a very popular kit. Here are those checklists and for the daily and the hourly. And I've got my large planners here. Let me just go ahead and show you what I mean about the flipping situation. Gotta flip the planner. Check that out. So this is the daily. All I have to do is show you in the daily because it's going to be the same exact deal in the hourly daily. So I would just pull it off the sheet and start at the bottom line. And if it's not lining up the way I want it to, which it's not, we're going to flip it. Just flip it upside down and go all the way up. And look at that. It's going to go all the way up. And as you can see, it's centered in your line. So if you're noticing in the first couple lines that it's just a little wonky, guys, take it off and flip it and it's going to work right. Like I said, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I was right. Y'all, how I remember some of these numbers, I will never know because I have been dealing with numbers for like the last 3 weeks where I am numbered out. I wish it was numbers in my bank account. Oh, the numbers are killing me. But I just like that, you know, I was able to honor the request about the checklist being strips instead of individual dots. The individual dots are available for those who want them. But in the A5, the 7x9, and the large, these strips, they will line up. So you have the large daily and the large daily hourly. They all work the same no matter what size kit. I'm just going to show this one last time, and then I'm not going to show it because they're always black and white. You're going to get them for the large. You got your hourly, your daily, your hourly daily. You got the times on the full hour, quarter after, half past, and quarter till. Okay? So then here is that decorative washi. It's just set it on a different area on the sheet. Now, I did cut this, and I didn't test it yet. So let me pull it up. Yep, see? It works no matter what size it's in. Just be very easy. It is intricately cut. Okay? So then you get your wellness sheets for the large. You get the sheet with the individual checklist with the circle in the middle, the wonky arrows in 2 different directions, and all kinds of circle dots. You will get that script sheet in the large. So you have no worries about being able to get that in the large. You have your mood tracker, your weather tracker, your highs and lows, your AM and PM meds and vitamins, and a little bit of washi at the bottom. And then we're back to, that is the end of the large add-ons. I'm like, what am I grabbing over here? We'll check that out in a second. All right, so those are the large add-ons. Now, for the A5 add-ons, we're just going to go ahead and pull that booger out. You got the scripts, of course. You got some brush strokes for the, you got your brush stroke days, and then these are for the Hobonichi Cousin. You have your hydrate and circle dots for the Hobo Cousin and the A5 plum paper vertical priorities. You will have some glitter headers for the A5 plum paper weekly. You have some individual little square dots. Those were requested in the A5 size. I kept the mini dots instead of just the regular size. You do still have the, I'm flipping it wrong side up. You do have the extra labels and the patterns and solids for the plum paper vertical priorities in the A5, the Hobonichi Cousin, and the A5 plum paper weekly. You do still have the two-tone scripts and labels in the A5. You have the individual checklist, wonky arrows, and circle dots. And of course, you still have all those that have been shown in all sizes. You have the fitness tracker. Okay. You have the hourly, daily, and the daily checklists. There was another one of those. And you have this one that I'm going to go ahead and pull out the A5 to show Alexandra, because I know she's wanting to know. So let me make sure this is the hourly, the A5 weekly. Yes, it is. So, like I was saying in the plum paper A5 video where I showed that number 3 down on the washi sheet for the kit, it will go in that wonky area. She was asking, and it would cover the 2 lines that are right here that are weird. She wanted to know if I could design washi that would cover up just one of the lines so that she could be able to use it. And as you can see, Alexandra, all you gotta do is take your slice tool, cut it right there, but it's gonna cover the one line perfectly for you. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and get that fitness tracker out, because Alexandra is definitely the one who was after the fitness tracker. And then it was like, as soon as she said it, everybody and their mother asked for it too. And as you can see, Alexandra, they're going to line up right there on the lines for you. I hope that does it for you. I really liked this idea, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So, and she's a stickler on the size of the icons. So, which one's the tallest on here? That's the tallest. So let's pull that booger off. Okay, Alexandra, as you can see, if you're going to do the cardio bike, it's going to be that size. She likes the yoga mat, so let's pull that. Yoga mat's going to be just over a line. See what I mean? I couldn't get them any smaller, babe. I don't want my Cricut to have a hiccup and a hernia, but, you know, they're as small as I can get them for you. And that's one of the reasons why sometimes I don't put them too small, is one, you'll lose your definition. That would just turn into a red blob. And then number 2, you know, you don't want to kill the Cricut. You just don't want to do that. Okay, so these are the A5 add-ons. And then, of course, you have that gorgeous little decorative strip. Let's pull this one off here. And as you can see, that little booger whipped up real easy. And then here's your little ladybugs. The first time you go to pull it, just be gentle. Just be gentle. Don't be scared. It is cut. I'm not going to send it to you if it's not. I promise you. When it comes to that sheet, I will try to pull up one corner on each of the lines to make sure that it's going to come loose easily. We don't want our sticker to turn into like weed and vinyl. You know what I mean? We don't want a pain in the butt. Not something that pretty. So this was the Sassy Ladybug, kit number 41. That's all the add-ons. But while we are at it, let me go ahead and show you that I did revamp all of the Hobonichi kits. They are now 2 pages for the weekly. I'm sorry, this is your monthly. No, this is your weekly. Good Lord, guys, I need a break. So, no, this is your monthly. Durr. So you got your 2 strips and this, and then you'll get your free scripts. So this was the revamped look. I believe I already showed this in a video, but just in case, one of the monthly kit options this month is the Sassy Ladybug. And I'm showing it in the Hobonichi Cousin instead of the Plum Paper Monthly like I normally do. But here is the Plum Paper Weekly kit that got revamped. So the change I made here was I added a little bit of deco and I increased this box because I was constantly seeing the gray right at the top corner and it was driving me bananas. So I went ahead and I increased it and put a little deco already in it. So if you just want to put the word this week, you know, you already got a little piece of deco there. You don't have to use your little freebie. And then I made one of the washi strips solid so that my words with my white back offset would pop on there. I wanted that. And then the only other thing I did was I added an extra line above and a little bit of deco to every single sidebar so that you can put the script habits in there. It drives me nuts that I wasn't able to do it. So all the Hobonichi Weekly kits have been revamped. Kit 31 all the way through the new release. And then I definitely totally redid the Hobonichi Daily kit. It was driving me bananas. So it's only 2 pages now. It is just your labels without the white shading. It's just you'll put your date dot, your date square right here for Monday through Sunday. You have some mini circle dots. You have tons of scripts, enough for 7 days of the week. And then you get some really cool solid labels and your silverware. That's sheet A. And then you get all 7 bottom deco washi strips that match the days of the week. See what I mean? And it's just these 2 pages, guys. I had it before to try to size it specifically to a mini binder at 5.5 by 8.5, but I don't like that the 7th strip was on another page and it was on a page of elements that I wouldn't want to use. So these are the only elements I would want, and so that's the only ones I'm selling. Add-ons will work great for anything that you need. So you get the 7 bottom washi strips, these really pretty boxes to just put your dates on, plenty of labels, tons of scripts. Love it, love it, love it. And those changes are reflected once they go into the shop, kit 31 through 44. And last but not least, here is your freebie. I always give deco as the freebie for the kit. So you get all these little elements on there and you're good to go. All right. Okay, guys. So that was 1 kit down. Ready? Let's go. All right. So the next one is called Apple Harvest. And here is your sampler sheet. I love the Raskog cart with all the little apple stuff in it. Gorgeous, really pretty washi. Of course, we had the puppy, a red planer clip, and the little canister. And I love the color palette, you guys. I love it. And I left this open in case you're wanting to use your deco in these areas. I personally leave it open because I want to put a custom script here for whatever I choose to put in there that day. Okay, so there's your sampler. Alright, so here is your full boxes and functional boxes. Love a pickup truck. I told y'all when I can use a pickup truck, definitely going to. Cute little puppy and all the pretty apples. Okay. So then here is your checklist and labels. It gives you a very good idea of your color palette. I think it's super pretty, very soft, and it's a perfect kit for going into fall. And then here is your washi page. You got your gingham. You got some, I'm sorry, a little spindly piece right here from where I cut it with the Cricut. Let's pull that booger off. Yes. My goodness, it's right on my darn design. I don't want that. This is my sheet anyway, so yeah. So you got all these pretty apples, the pretty apple blossoms. You got your solid strips. Super cute washi. Okay, so that is kit number 42, Apple Harvest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just grab the 7x9s because they're a good size to show. And then we're just going to boogie on to the next kit. How does that sound to y'all? I hope it sounds good. Let me just find where we start. Okay, so the green, the sage green, is going to be. Hang on. I'm sorry. This thing tonight is just driving me nuts. So here are your day strips and header strips for all the planner options. Here is the deco washi that I designed for this sheet. So you've got the pink and teal colored pickup trucks. You got the puppies with some apples in the middle. And you've got a row of apple baskets. Super, super cute. Love it. So then here is your thick washi. I think it's super pretty. And then here is your thin washi. Here is your two-tone scripts and labels. Here is your classic happy planner, your plum paper, your EC vertical, and your EC hourly sidebar elements. Okay, and then here is your hydrate and circle dots. Here is your fitness tracker and wellness tracker, add-on number 11. Here are your glitter headers, your individual check circles, wonky arrows, and circle dots. On your scripts. Here is where you get your mood tracker, your weather, your highs and lows, your vitamins and medicine. Of course, you get all the little elements that I've been showing for the hourly and the hourly daily. And then, of course, the checklist for the hourly and the hourly daily. So that is add-ons. That's what all the add-ons will look like. Okay? And I'm sorry, you guys, but I just think this washi, I think it's probably the most favorite thing. It's probably one of my most favorite things I've ever designed, sticker-wise. I am in love. I'm stoked with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, and I didn't show you the freebie. So here is the freebie. You get the little Razcard cart, you get the pickup truck, and you get the little puppy. Isn't it cute? Okay, so that's kit number 42, Apple Harvest. Okay, my peoples. So number 43, kit number 43 is Barnyard. And y'all know I live in the South, and I'm trying to embrace the fact that even though I moved from Virginia Beach down here to the Appalachian Mountains, Smoky Mountains, and Blue Ridge, right in the middle of all of it, I'm trying to embrace my inner rooster that lives across the street and drives me bananas. So this is called Barnyard. So this will be your sampler sheet. You get this real pretty deco box here that shows the barn and the windmill and a bunch of little animals. You get the little piggies with the sunflower, well, daisies, I would say. And then this is your color palette. You get the little cart with the flowers. I guess it's a wheelbarrow. A grouping of flowers and the little rooster on there. I think it's super, super cute. So then here is your full boxes and functional boxes. Okay. And then here are your checklist and labels. It gives you a good idea of the color palette. I think it's good for September for when everybody's bringing in the last of their harvest. And then here are your washi strips. You get this with like the little mother goose wearing a bonnet and the turkey. And you get the sunflowers, the little sleeping cow, the little piggies, and the little windmills and the barnyard. Okay? So that is the kit for the Plum Paper Weekly. So let's look at the add-ons. The pretty blue is the main star of the show for all your header strips. Okay? And then we have, let's skip the decorative washi for a second. You get this as your thick washi. And then these are your thin washi. So you get the sleeping cow, the piglet, and the sunflowers. Here are your two-tone scripts and icons. Here is your sidebar elements for the EC hourly, the EC vertical, the plum paper, and for the classic vertical happy planner. You get your hydrate and circle dots for the plum, the hourly, and the EC vertical. Here is the add-on page for the wellness and fitness tracker. Here are your washi strips. Super bold and pretty. I love it. Individual check circles, your wonky arrows in two directions, and your circle dots. And then, of course, your mood tracker and weather tracker, your highs and lows, morning and AM, morning and PM, what you call it, vitamins and meds. And then your daily and your daily hourly long checklist. Of course, you still get, did I show all those other little buggers? You still get your scripts and all these little black and white things for your hourly and daily. And then this is your decorative washi strip for this. So you get all the little animals right here. I'm going to be gentle pulling it up. So you get the little horse, little pig, little donkey, mama goose, a goat, little lamb, little chick, little rooster, all of them. Then you get the windmills in the barnyard, and then you get these real pretty wooden wheelbarrows with all the flowers and daisies, sunflowers, all the way across. Super, super pretty. Love it. And then here is the freebie for kit number 43, Barnyard. I love it. I am looking forward to using that in September. I might even use it next week. Who knows? Okay. So then the last kit, I'm trying to transition out of summer and into fall. But the first thing I wanted to do was definitely get a Halloween kit going. I've been getting a ton of requests. So it is Halloween Wonder. And I think we all know why, because we can see the kitty cat in the tree. We know who it is. It's Miss Alice. So here is your color palette. Super, super Halloween, but not scary. You know what I mean? So you've got the Cheshire Cat and the rabbit here in the squares, well, diamonds on your washi. You've got Alice, the rabbit, Drink Me, Eat Me, and the Cheshire Cat in some of the labels. I stinking love it. So this is your sampler sheet. I really didn't need to use the clip art because the pattern papers, you guys, were amazing. There was only a couple places I had to use clip art, but these are your full boxes and checklists. I mean, functional boxes. And then on your washi is a Cheshire Cat and the bat. I'm sorry. The cat is purposely upside down because if you look at your little bat, he's right side up. But you know, the cat kind of flips around all the time, even in the movie. So, you know, he's upside down and the bat's right side up. Then you have your checklists and labels. Gorgeous. Love it. And then here is your washi strips, my friends. I am in love. I absolutely love this kit. I am a Halloween person. I know a lot of people go, oh, I'm not in Halloween. Well, I think my Halloween choices this coming year are just going to blow your socks off. So, the orange, because I feel like we never use enough orange. I'm sorry. It needs to be showcased every once in a while, you guys. It really does. Other than just, you know, Thanksgiving. It is going to be the star of the show. Whoops, I forgot a header strip. Alright, so we'll look at the decorative last. Of course, we have all these little guys. Whoops. What do we have underneath it here? We have the daily and hourly checklist. Of course, we have our scripts. This is going to be your thick washi. Super, super cute. This is going to be your thin washi. This is your two-tone scripts and icons. Then we have the Mad Hatter's hat is in the sidebar elements for the EC Hourly, Vertical, the Plum, and the Classic Vertical Happy Planner. You have your Hydrate and Circle Dots for the EC Hourly, Plum, and EC Vertical. You have your Wellness and Fitness. You have your washi strips. Again, these are sized for plum columns, okay? Then we have our individual check circles, wonky arrows in two directions, and circle dots. We have our mood and weather tracker. And then here is your decorative washi. So you have the Eat Me and Drink Me. Okay, come on now. Is this the right one? One was a miscut. That was probably it. Let me check this one. So here is your Eat Me. Yeah, that was a miscut. See, like I say, I will check it. Here's your Eat Me, Drink Me, and your little teacups. Here is the bat with the acorns with the candy corn. And then the rabbit, the Cheshire Cat in the tree, and Alice is your decorative washi. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. I am in love. I have so many uses for this. So many uses. Okay, so this is kit number 44. It's called Halloween Wonder. Alright, and let me show you your freebie. So you get all the main characters, and of course the Eat Me, Drink Me, the bat, and a candy corn. And of course a cute pumpkin with some flowers on it, and the Mad Hatter's hat. Love it. Alright, so let's look at the weekly. Alright, I showed you that. I showed you that as a misprint. I'll use that bad boy later. Alright, so the monthly kit, like I said, is Sassy Ladybug. And I showed that in the Hobonichi monthly. And then I'm going to show you this in the A5 monthly for the EC rings and coil. So this will be your Monday. You get a Monday starter, Sunday start, your choice. You will always get free scripts as long as you purchase sheet A or a full kit. So here is the difference between the coil and the ring. I believe this is the coil, this is the rings. So Sunday or Monday start. Then you got coil or rings washi for the days that you don't need. Here is your monthly add-on. Sheet B. Isn't that cute, y'all? I love it. And then you get sheet C, either with the lines at the bottom in your habit tracker, or habit tracker or lines for your dashboard. And this is very close to the edge of the paper. I had somebody go, it's not sized right. It is sized right. It's just right to it, my friends. See, I have it cut right on the edge of the sticker because I wanted to fit in a mini binder. Okay, so Halloween Wonder and Sassy Ladybug are the choices for your monthly. And then Celeste, honey, I watched your video. I think I forgot to comment. You said that you was going to try to convince me and see if you could get me to do the back to school kit number 39 as monthly. Well, darling, here you go. I'm showing it in the large so you'll know what it looks like in your planner. You will get kit number 39 back to school as also a monthly choice this month. Okay, so there is your Sunday start or your Monday start. Here is your sheet B. Here is the monthly add-on, the washi for the days that you don't need that month, and then of course the bottom, the boxes for the dot areas in the neutral planner, either the habit tracker or the plain open, and of course washi strips to be able to put on your notes pages. So that is the new release, guys. Now, with 27 planner options, the thing I didn't think about once I planned, sized all the planners and got everything done, you guys, was that I have to make 27 listing photo templates and 27 listing descriptions, the drop down menus and everything for all the new kits. Okay, it is a lot. Plus there's now large add-ons and A5 add-ons and new 7x9 add-ons. It is a lot for me to put in, and it seems like it would just be like really quickly to do. It's going to take some time. So you guys, I'm tired. I need to take the night off. I've been cutting for 2 days to make sure. I did it on sticker paper. Anybody who watches my channel knows normally I do it on just paper, and I just paper trim it because I don't like to waste things. But I wanted to cut it on sticker sheets this time in case I needed to show you in planners like I did. I normally get up before the rooster, thank the Lord, and I will get started in the morning. All the EC, the Hobonichis, and the Happy Planners will be in there tomorrow, okay? Most likely the large and the add-ons will be in there for the plum. All the add-ons and the large plum paper planners will be in there tomorrow. Throughout the rest of the week, I will get everything going. That's where I'm at. Yeah, so if you want to find out more in detail about what's actually been going on behind the scenes, why I've been absent from YouTube, what's going on in my personal life, and what's really, you know, been hanging me up, then watch the Hobonichi video that, like I said, I'm pretty tired. I'll just get up a little earlier in the morning and go ahead and film it before I get started. But just keep checking the shop, guys. Keep checking the shop. It's all gonna come. It's all gonna come. I put a lot of time and effort into this. And you guys know I don't like to rush things. I don't like things not being the right measurements. And that goes with my listing photos and with everything else. I'm kind of OCD, a freak about things. So I just want to get it right. And this should be the last release where I have to do something like this, because now I have my templates, I have my sizing guide, and once I get all these listed in, I'll have all my templates made for my listing photos per kit, per option, the listings, everything I need to have. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And unfortunately, I didn't think about that when I announced last week that Monday would be a new release. It wasn't until the day before yesterday I was like, oh snap. There's at least 2 more days worth of work. So yeah, not to mention I am deactivating the add-ons for kit 31 through 40 because they do not reflect the new changes, and I want them to. Is it important? Is it necessary? No, I could start at kit 41. Kit 41 and go on from here out, but y'all know how I am. I like everything to be cohesive and everything to be right. So yeah, the add-ons will be deactivated for kit 31 through 40 in the morning. So if you want to grab them now, you might want to, because they're still active in the shop. And then as I get everything done, I will put it into the shop. And I will be going back this week. I'm hoping that by the end of the weekend, the add-ons for kit 31 through 40 are reflective of the new changes. So as I get them done, there's no reason to wait for a release. As I do everything, I will get it into the shop. I am sorry for the delay. Y'all know how I am. I don't like to give my word and then go back on it, but this month has been a little unusual, and I really put myself in a pickle by, doing a whole bunch of revamping and kits, and then adding 27 options. But I just think that plum paper is not an option, not a sticker kit that people really do justice to. And I personally love the planner. I like all the sizes. I stay at home, so I don't mind using the large on my desk. I use 2 of the large ones right now. I just really wanted to do these because it was something I wanted to do. It's not about money. It's not about anything. It's about that, a lot of people are saying they can't find those kind of kits, and I think that's kind of sad. If you can find every other kit, why can't we find these? So they'll be in the shop by the end of the week. Thank you for sticking in here with such a long video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I dropped the ball, if I went a little too crazy. But I personally really like the way I invested my time and energy in the last month. And so till I see you for the next Plan With Me, which will start back as usual, guys. I promise. Y'all have a nice night. Bye.